Hey guys, welcome to Homework Help with me, Mrs. Collette. So I'm going to do 3 questions over 5.7. From your homework, your questions may be a little bit different, but hopefully these are 3 examples that can kind of help you solve your homework questions. If you're still struggling, reach out to me or Mr. Thomas and we can help you with your specific problem. Okay, so with Pascal's triangle, let's expand binomials. So I just pulled 3 from the homework and I'm just gonna solve them. Okay, so the first one I did was m plus n raised to the 6th power. Okay, so we are going to expand this binomial using Pascal's triangle. Okay, so we have 6 is our degree, so we're gonna go to row 6 to find our coefficients. So degree 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The one we are going to use for this one are these coefficients right here. So 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, and 1. It's going to be big. It's going to be lovely. So let's start. Okay, so our first coefficient is the 1. Okay, our A here is m, our B is n, and then our coefficients are 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, and 1. Okay, I like to just write this as my key before I start. Okay, so our first coefficient is 1, and then m is our A, so it'd be m to the 6th power, B, which is n to the 0 power, which we know is 1, so we don't even need that. Plus, our next coefficient is 6, okay? Now our A's are decreasing, so our A is m, it was 6, now it's 5, and our n's, our B's are increasing, so now 1, okay? Your exponent should always add up to be your degree, so like 6 plus 0 is 6, 5 plus 1 is 6, okay? Plus, next coefficient is 15, m to the 6, 5, 4, n to the 0, 1, 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, plus now we have 20, m, 6, 5, 4, 3, n to the 3. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. Plus 15, m squared, n to the 4th. Okay, plus 6, m to the 1st, n to the 5th, okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lastly we have our 1, n to the 0 goes away, n to the 6. Okay, so let's clean this up a little bit. We don't need this invisible 1, so we're just gonna m to the 6th power, n to the 0 cancels, goes away, plus 6 n to the 5th times n, we don't need that one, plus 15m to the 4th, n squared, plus 20, m cubed, n to the 3rd, m cubed, n cubed, plus 15m squared, n to the 4th, plus 6n to the 1st, n to the 5th, and then lastly, n to the 6th, okay? You can always double check, make sure all your coefficients here, they will be just like it is because we don't have any coefficients there. You know, your n's are decreasing and your n's are increasing by 1. Okay, so that is the first homework problem. Okay, now let's do x plus 6 to the 4th power. X plus 6 to the 4th power. Okay, so our A here is x. Our B here is 6, and then let's find our coefficients, so degree of 4. So we're going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is going to be 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Okay, so, and I like to write it, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Okay, let's go. So our A's are starting at 4 and decreasing. Our B's are starting at 0 and increasing up to 4. So our first coefficient is the 1, and then our A is x to the 4th power, and then 6 to the 0 power, which we don't need, okay, plus 4, a to the, not a, obviously, a is x to the 4, 3, and then 6 to the 0, 1, okay, plus 6 times x to the 4, 3, 2, and then 6 squared, 0, 1, 2, plus 4, x to the 4, 3, 2, so just x, and then times 6 to the 0, 1, 2, 3, plus, lastly, we have 1, x to the 0, which is nothing, times 6 to the 4th power. Okay, so let's clean this up a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna simplify each monomial, and then there's gonna be our answer. So here we have 1 times x to the 4th times 6 to the 0 power. Well, 6 to the 0 power is 1 times 1. This is just x to the 4th. Okay, here we have 4 times x cubed times 6 to the 1st power. So all we need to multiply is the 4 times 6, which is 24. So plus 24x cubed. Okay, now we look at this one. We have 6 times x squared times 6 squared. So we have 6 times 6 squared is 36. Okay, so we're going to be multiplying 6 times 36, which is 216 x squared. Okay, now we have this one. We have 4 times x times 6 cubed. Okay, well, 6 cubed is 216. So 4 times 216, which is 864. So plus 864x. And lastly, we have 6 to the 4th power times 1, which is just 6 to the 4th power. And that is 1,296. Okay? And so that would be your answer. Okay? And if you notice, your 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, that's, your exponents for that are in decreasing order. Okay? And then let's do a little bit harder one. Our last one is, oh, sorry. We're back. 5a minus 6 raised to the 3rd power, okay? So our a is 5a, and our b is negative 6. Our degree is 3, so that would be 1331. Okay, so starting with 1, and then times a, 5a to the 3rd power, and then b is negative 6 to the 0 power, which is going to go away, plus, now we have 3 times a squared, which is 5a, 3, 2, and then b would be negative 6, 0, 1. Okay, next we have 3. Okay, so our a is 5a, 3, 2, 1, times b, which is negative 6, and it's 0, 1, 2. Okay, and lastly we have our plus 1, 5a to the 0 power, 3, 2, 1, 0, times negative 6 to the 3rd power. Okay, so now let's simplify each monomial. Okay, that's going to be gone. So 5a cubed. With this, we have to be careful because we're not just cubing the a, we're cubing 5a. So that's 5a times 5a times 5a. Okay, so we have to cube the 5 and cube the a. Well, 5 cubed is 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Times 5 is 125. Okay, so 5a cubed is 125a cubed. I'm going to write this down a little bit because I'm going to need my scratchbook. 125a cubed. Okay, now let's look at this monomial. We have 3 times 5a squared times negative 6 to the first power. Okay, so we have our 3 times, and then 5a squared. We're squaring our 5, and we're squaring our a. So this is 5 squared times a squared. So that's 25a squared. And then negative 6 to the first power is just negative 6. So 3 times 25 is 75 times negative 6 is negative 450a squared. Okay, now we have this one. We have 3 times 5a, just to the first power, so just 5a times negative 6 squared. Okay, so we have 3 times 5a, negative 6 squared is 36. Okay, so 3 times 5 times 36 is positive 540. A, whoa, 540 A. Okay, and then lastly, our 5a to the 0 power goes away, and then we have negative 6 cubed. Okay, it is a cube, so that means it's going to keep this sign. So negative 6 times negative 6 times negative 6 is negative 216. Okay, and then that would be that one. Okay, hopefully this helps. If not, watch it again, and then still if not, email your teacher, and hopefully that will help. Or come to class with questions tomorrow or Wednesday, whatever day you see us. Cool? Bye.